All right, so today we're going to talk about the Mardi Gras colors, the topic we picked. The article that I found with the significance of Mardi Gras colors by purple and green and gold by Hannah Barrett, and she specifically talked about where the colors originated from and the the parade that started it, which was in New Orleans at the Rex Parade, and it started out that officially what the colors weren't officially chosen until 1872 by the crew of Rex. So I know that each color has a representation of what they mean. And I know that purple is justice, green is faith, and gold is power. So for each one, the origin of the colors or the symbolism of the colors attribute to a specific meaning to each hue. So represent purple represents justice, symbolizing fairness and righteousness. And green is symbolizing faith, which is reflecting beliefs. I believe the spiritual aspect of the festival, if I remember correctly. And then gold stands for power, representing wealth and authority. So incorporating the Mardi Gras colors and decoration, everyday life or every holiday, they use balloon decoration on the floats, dressing up in outfits, different, king and queen ceremonies. You always see those colors put into play. You know, they also represent what each one mean, even how you wear it. Decorations for the float, beads, Mardi Gras beads, and king cakes. So, but that's mostly what my article had talked about. Um, and I'd like to hear about y'all's. So, if Madison want to go next, you can.
Okay, so the article I used was from Color with Leo, and pretty much in that article, it uh it talked about um like pretty much the same thing. I would say like each color represented like purple, green, and gold. Purple represented well, it went more in a Christian. It said Mardi Gras became like a Christian holiday, and so purple was more it said like purple was a like a justice, so it was like the Christians, they were like restore renew their faith, so they the justice and forgiveness, that's why that was they used that for purple, the justice. And then the green was like a green meant like a new growth. So as they were doing that, they were probably like they said praying and worshiping and fasting for like before Lent and all that. And then the goal was power. So they wanted the in the Catholic Church, they wanted to have the power in their church. But the colors was like the color palette is really everywhere. Wherever you see the color palette, a lot of people that's where Mardi Gras is. And it like I said, it started as like a Christian it became a Christian holiday or Catholic holiday, I should say. And that's really all I got.
All right, Spencer, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. So mine was more on the topic about like the king cake because my website was about how Mardi Gras originally started, where it originated from the medieval European times, kind of. That's what mine had told me, and it kind of went on to the topic about king cakes and how the king cake started and why they used the colors, which were purple, gold, and green. And mine had stated that the colors have were from the rules of think it was like heredity or something like that. I can't remember the exact word off my head, but it was like to it was the obvious meal, like a king cake, so they wanted it to be sweet. It had the glitter, which was the purple and green on it. Um, and there was also a time where purple and gold were already like set colors, and they was looking for the last color. So the last color, the two options, they had two options. It was green and black, and they ended up choosing green because it was more vibrant of a color than black. And the reason that they had chose the green was just because it symbolized plentiful like needs and help and other things like that. They also had the Rex Parade that you had mentioned that started like what really started Mardi Gras in the New World. Because in the Old World, they had something like a Mardi Gras, but it wasn't. It was like celebrations for um, just like the Christians, and that was really about it. That's all mine really stated was mostly about the king cake and the sweetness and the colors and glitter, and that's about it.
Okay. You want to go ahead and do yours, Jakaya, right?
Jakia.
Jakia, I'm sorry. Okay.
My article was why are the Mardi Gras colors purple, green, and gold from the Reader's Digest. So they went into just the background as to how it came about from the Rex organization. They held a parade called the Symbolism of Colors. Um, and that's whenever they like just I guess introduced the colors. It did say how, like he previously said, that purple and gold was already uh considered as a color, especially because they said gold was something with royalty everywhere. And then they chose green, of course. The purple uh symbolized justice, green faith, and gold power. Um, let me see. They did just explain how it's everywhere. It's known everywhere, the colors. Um, and that I think they went into like it Mardi Gras dating back to the 17th and 1800th century, and it's still around all the different colors. That's all I really can remember. Yeah.
So I think we all had a uh, good example of getting like information from an article that we took information from. And I think they all kind of correlate to the same thing. So gold being power, green and faith, and then purple justice. So, but are y'all good with this presentation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.